Path of Exile 2, the highly anticipated sequel to Path of Exile, has taken the gaming world by storm. Developed by Grinding Gear Games, this action-packed RPG has been out for just 5 days and already ranks among the hottest new releases. Despite being in early access, it's dominating sales charts, holding its own against major titles like Indiana Jones and The Great Circle and Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Today it peaked on Steam with an impressive 498,966 concurrent players, earning the number 5 spot in the most played category. This just in. Even while I am making this video, it has jumped to the number 4 spot. Given its current momentum, it's likely to hit first place by week's end. Additionally, it ranks number 2 among the most played games on the Steam Deck. While Path of Exile 2 offers a thrilling RPG experience, its complexity can be overwhelming for newcomers. If you're eager to join the thousands of players already immersed in Wraeclast's dangerous world, here are some essential tips to kickstart your adventure and make your hunts more rewarding. Exploration. It might seem obvious, but exploration is deeply woven into the core of Path of Exile 2. If you want to grow stronger, you'll need to venture beyond the safety of the first town and immerse yourself in the world. The game is packed with diverse biomes, challenging fights, and hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. Exploring isn't just a necessity, it's a big part of what makes the game so thrilling and rewarding. So when you are out in the world, make sure to activate every waypoint you come across. This will make it much easier when it is time to do your farming. Reading is key. The saying "reading is fundamental" couldn't be more true in Path of Exile 2. If you aim to become powerful, compete in leagues, or impress your friends and guildmates, taking the time to read and learn is essential. But what exactly should you be reading? Let's break it down. In my inventory, I currently have 4 gear tiers: white, blue, yellow, and orange. The white has no stats and so doesn't add anything to your character, which is not to say it cannot be made into something useful, but more about that later. Starting from blue gear, aka magic gear, items come with modifiers that enhance your character's stats. For example, I have a blue cobalt guarded helm of the lizard, which provides plus 15 to mana. Let's say my character is unequipped, vulnerable, but ready. To see how this piece of gear affects my stats in real time, I would open up the character screen. There are 2 ways to do this. You can either hit the 3 lines at the bottom of the screen next to Microtransaction Shop, or for PC players, you would just hit the letter C. Before equipping this helm, my mana is 154, but once equipped, it jumps to an impressive 169. You might have also noticed the helm provides plus 2.4 life regeneration per second. If you check the life stat in the same character window, it originally shows 328 life. After equipping the helm, additional stats like total life recovery per second and life recovery from regeneration are displayed, reflecting the new bonuses. In Path of Exile 2, yellow gear, also known as rares, can have anywhere from 3 to 6 modifiers. As you progress through the story, these items will begin dropping frequently. For example, the Sol Pelt leather vest offers 4 useful stats, 3 types of resistances, and a boost to life. Understanding these basics is essential for grasping more advanced mechanics later on. Trust me, I've learned this through experience. Last but certainly not least are uniques. I'll be honest, whenever one drops, even if it's not for my current character, I can't help but get excited. There's something about a rare drop that makes the game even more rewarding. Uniques are among the most powerful items in the game. While they won't solve all your problems outright, many builds can be crafted specifically around their unique properties. If you're curious about how to incorporate uniques into your builds, consider checking out Rage Gaming videos for in-depth guides on making the most of these rare treasures. Understanding how gear affects these stats is key to building a powerful character. Farming for loot. Here's a valuable tip. Consider farming. Not farming crops, but replaying areas you've already cleared, including zones where you've defeated bosses. Why? Because it gives you a chance to score some sweet loot. You might have noticed that some gear has modifiers like increased rarity of items found. In my inventory, I've collected several such items, with the top row alone giving me about a 32% boost. I also have a chest piece somewhere, pushing my total to around 45%. Farming not only helps you find better gear, but also items you can use for crafting or disenchanting to gather valuable crafting materials. It's a smart strategy for long-term progression. I love my crossbow. Evasion tactics. Dodge rolling is a new and welcome addition in Path of Exile 2, absent from the original game. It's become such a natural part of gameplay that I can't help but wonder why it wasn't included earlier. Who knows? Maybe they'll introduce it to the original game in the future. To dodge roll, simply press the spacebar. It's that easy. While every class can use it, dodge rolling is essential for ranged fighters like the Mercenary and Ranger, giving them the distance needed to unleash their skills effectively. Though not explicitly mentioned in the game, I've noticed that if you're surrounded, you can roll into any open space nearby. I'm still testing this theory, but it seems like a lifesaver in tight situations. The economy. Unlike its predecessor, Path of Exile 2 features actual gold as currency. There are two main ways to earn it: by killing monsters or selling loot to vendors like Finn and Renly. Gold can then be used to purchase gear from these same vendors. Another valuable use for gold is respecing your passive skill tree, allowing you to experiment with different builds and abilities. This flexibility is central to the game's customization and progression, making every piece of gold you earn crucial to your journey. The skill tree. I can't talk about Path of Exile 2 without mentioning its iconic skill tree. And when I say tree, I mean a sprawling network so massive it can't even fit on your screen at once. The tree is made up of numerous nodes where players can allocate points as they level up. These nodes come in 3 types: attributes, boost core stats like strength, dexterity, and intelligence. Notables, offer significant bonuses that improve damage, survivability, or other vital stats. Keystones, game-changing abilities that can redefine your entire build. Rumor has it there are around 1,500 nodes in Path of Exile 2, surpassing the 1,324 from the first game. If there's ever a part of the game worth studying in detail, this is it. You could easily spend hours exploring its possibilities. For easier navigation, use the search bar in the top right corner of the screen. Type in what you're looking for, and the game will highlight relevant nodes, making this complex system more manageable. Claiming your rewards. Before diving into crafting, here's a crucial tip you should never overlook. Press Z to highlight loot, gold, and items hidden in chests, statues, and even under boulders. Without this feature enabled, you'll likely miss more than half of what's rightfully yours. Pressing Z ensures that nothing valuable escapes your notice, making your adventures far more rewarding. Don't leave loot behind. Claim every treasure Wraeclast has to offer. Crafting. The crafting system in Path of Exile 2 is a deep and complex feature that allows players to enhance, modify, and create powerful gear tailored to their builds. Using crafting materials like essences, fossils, and orbs, players can manipulate item properties, adding or re-rolling modifiers such as increased damage, resistances, or life regeneration. Crafting isn't just a supporting feature, it's an essential part of progression, enabling players to push their characters to new heights in both combat and survivability. And who would not want to be the last man standing? Free tip. Avoid using real money item buyers in Path of Exile 2. Grinding gear games takes cheating seriously and enforces strict penalties, including permanent account bans for violating their terms of service. Engaging with these services not only risks losing your account, but also exposes you to scams that could compromise your personal information or in-game progress. Instead, focus on farming, trading, and crafting within the game's legitimate economy for a safer and more rewarding experience. Alright folks, that's a wrap for today. Remember, press Z or you'll leave more loot behind than your ex left unresolved issues. Smash that like button, subscribe for more tips, and may your drops be legendary, but hopefully not as rare as me uploading on time. Catch you in Wraeclast, unless the RNG gods have other plans. Also, let me know in the comments, which game do you prefer, Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm planning to play both.